Hey guys, welcome back to my playthrough of Super Mario 64 Transcending the Rainbow. And in this episode, we're going to start a secret course that's actually like serves as this game's slide level. So a classic thing to have in hacks, and I guess it stems from the original Mario 64, is like to have a slide level. And I like that this hack's keeping up with that tradition and taking its own stab at a slide level. I also want to apologize real quick. I mentioned it on my community tab, um, and I wrote in the description as well. The last episode is entirely muted, and that's my fault because for some reason my mic was off. So I really apologize for that. And now obviously that episode's kind of gonna suck because obviously it's got no sound. It's just gameplay. So I apologize, and from now on I'm gonna like really make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm bummed. Like the fact that, because I mean that whole time I'm sitting there saying stuff and it's just never gonna be heard. So, so I'm frustrated about that too. So, apologies to anyone who consistently watches my Let's Plays and was like, "What the hell? There's no sound." Sorry about that. But we should be back with sound today. Did a couple test runs. So yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen again. That was freaking annoying. Anyway, about this level. So first star here, we have a crossover section here. This is kind of the crux of the star. So for some of these slopes, I kind of abuse the fact that the top is a slope. Nice. So yeah, I kind of abuse the fact that the top is a slope, so I can can't get my words out. I can dive because some of those walls are just too high to get over. And I think that was first try as well. That was some good shit. So from everything I've seen today, hopefully this course is supposed to be a little easier. So hey, maybe if everything goes well, we can knock out a whole course in one episode. Which, man, how long has it been since we did that? So we'll see though. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try. Alrighty. So practice the second star here. This one's definitely a little trickier, and it does utilize some gimmicks that I've never done before. So it's kind of interesting, or really just a gimmick, I should say. So yeah, we're starting. This is starts using a little more of the slide, as you can see. Okay. Yeah, we have to get like a. It's pretty awkward because we have to get like a. We have to like slide out of the. We have to get an angle out of the slide. I need to do I need to do better at like finding my words while I'm playing the game. I get it; it's hard to multitask, but like, I could do a little better. Better than that. So with this wall kick section, I came up with something kind of smart. Because I enter it with a weird angle, I'm like, I could use the top to get straight again, which I obviously like when I'm doing crossovers. I prefer to be straight because it just like it makes everything a lot more like predictable, you know. It's a whole another thing to deal with if you know I have to also worry about my angle. Kind of annoying. That looks pretty good. Here I have to do pretty good crossover. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's be pretty damn good. Nice. Now we're on the second half of the star. Now, knowing that Cerium is a big fan of SNR, I kind of have like an idea. Actually, let me shut up for a sec. Nice. What I was gonna say, that section's really precise, so I had to go literally silent. What I was gonna say is, knowing Cerium is a fan of SNR, I can think of a star in Course 12, and maybe that's inspired from. But this is a way more fun version than that. Okay, now this part, you know what? I'm gonna read this sign for the LP. In case you don't know about no plot glitch, Try doing a late dive onto it and pressing B again just as you bounce on it. There was more ways of performing the trick, but it's important to not touch A when you hit the note block. Experiment a little and you should get the hang of it. It's relatively safe here, don't worry. Okay, so basically, we have to do a trick with this note block. It involves like doing a weird dive, and like this is supposed to be a safe area, but we'll see about that because it's not that safe. Like I got quicksand right behind me, so I don't know. When I read that, I was like, so you're supposed to do this like weird trick with the dives, and I wasn't great at it, but I was definitely able to like get it. Honestly, I kind of just keep trying it. Pretty much the same thing, see if it works. And there it did. Nice. Yeah, so a nice little like retriable jump at the end there. Another good performance, honestly. That star was definitely harder than the first one because yeah, the crossovers and then all of the precise wall kicks. Good shit, man. Well, the last stars weren't too bad, but this might be one of the most precise stars I've done so far. But honestly, I was kind of expecting this. Like, at first when I saw, like, oh, you know, I have a side level, doesn't have any list stars, maybe it'd be a break. You know, I've kind of, I've played ROM Max long enough to know that just because a level doesn't have, like, a list star does not mean it's going to be a break. And this is definitely one of those levels. So, right off the bat, you know, we have to get up on this slide, do a little momentum jump there. And we need a steep angle here, which I definitely have. Look at all these red coins. Oh yeah, this level has 38 red coins, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Ah, shit. So yeah, that part is there's like 2 jumps in this star, and that are extremely challenging. Maybe some of the hardest I've done in the game. Outside of like speed star stuff, obviously that's like totally different story. There's kind of like some momentum jump stuff. It's like, yikes, it's rough. But we're gonna do our best. I don't know why I'm doing this whole thing. Damn, I'm building up a lot of speed here. Okay. Good. Okay. Just wanna make sure I didn't lose my angle there. Maybe I did a little. I hope not. I'm not sure, actually. Might have a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think I did. Fuck. Yeah, you need to have a really steep angle because you're gonna you maintain the angle longer, like later on to the next jumps. And I think you actually need like a real steep angle. So it's like specifically designed where you like keep that steep angle. Let's try this again. Kind of effed up. There we go. Now that's what I call a steep angle. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the first jump. I think is very difficult, but the really difficult jump is this. So this jump it's pretty ridiculous momentum jump here. Okay, YOLO. Oh my gosh, I nailed it! Holy cow, that was crazy. Okay, lock in, lock in. So the rest of the star is a lot easier, so gotta lock in here. Here I came up with a good strat. Never saw anyone else do this strat. Let's pray it works. Okay, come on, dude. Peach strat. Oh! I didn't jump. Yikes. Hold up, wait, what? Isn't it supposed to be? Just doing a quick test here. Disappointing. Yeah, okay. I was just checking something real quick. Damn. I was kind of hoping not to die past the two like really hard jumps I mentioned, but that's okay. It's not a bad start though. I like it. It's just really challenging. But hey, that's a promising attempt pretty early on, so good shit is to come, I would say. Okay. Two. This looks pretty steep to me. I like this shit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't know why I did more wall kicks than I normally did in practice. It's kind of weird. Alright, attempt number 2 of this. Dude, no way I just did 2 for 2. Like, that was freaking beautiful. In practice, I was like demolished by that jump. Alright, let's try this again. Don't really know what happened last attempt, if I'm being honest. Okay, come on, dude, Pete Strat. Okay. Okay, stay low. Alright, here we go. Last jump here. Watch out for amps. And like just wall kick height in general. Oh my gosh. This shit is stressful. Nice, dude. Let's go. I'm doing well in this level. Because that's a hard start. Took about 6 minutes. Good shit, man. I can't believe I went 2 out of 2 on that momentum jump. That jump is like, you just need such a specific angle for it to work. Trust me, I was getting hammered by it in practice. I don't know, I'm just like, maybe slides are my jam, you know? I thought they weren't, but maybe they are. Alright, time for a very stressful star. I don't know if it's quite as precise as the last one, but I was having a lot of trouble with this in practice. In fact, I spent a long time in practice on it, and eventually I'm just like, you know what, let's just go for it. Whatever happens, happens. We have a very tricky like first wall ending, and I feel like I maybe like wasn't understanding it or something because I was playing it a long time in practice, and like new things kept happening to me, and I'm like, all right, this is weird. But you know what? Eventually, after a while, I'm like, let's just do attempts, see what happens, and then play it by ear, you know. So yeah, we're gonna star kind of starts similar to the last one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we get here. So this time, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go flying off the edge like the last star. Come this way. And then we have a really tricky first wall section where you really have to, like your height and speed have to very carefully be calculated. So let's see how this goes. No way, dude. Hold up. Lock in. I shouldn't have ground pounded. Shit. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. The performance on this level just keeps going. No way at first try. I probably like spent like 40 minutes just trying that jump. I mean, sometimes I got it, but it was not looking consistent. I can't believe I just got that first try. That was crazy, dude. I'm on a roll with this level. Let's go. Alright guys, it's time to go fast. So I've kind of been wondering as I do this side level, I'm like, what's with all these caps? Well, about to find out. Because we basically have a star and it's gonna finally utilize all these caps. So we have to do a bunch of vanish cap runs. So there's 3 main vanish cap runs. The first 2 are actually pretty easy, but this second one right here is actually quite challenging. And it's really only because Ah, shit. It's really only challenging because you have to go through the hardest part of the level. Yeah, so we have to do this wall kick section before. I have a certain way I want to grab that bandage cap, so I have like a lot of time. Ah, shit. Stressful. Yeah, the first two bandage caps shouldn't be too bad, but that second one, I mean, sorry. The first and the third shouldn't be too bad, but the middle one is tough. So yeah, my strat there is kind of come near the end and then turn a little bit. Alright, let's try this again. I think I was a little too hyped up. Just missed a wall kick. Let's try this again. Okay. 2. Nice. Okay, that one's stressful because one, just doing those jumps alone it's already pretty hard. Now you have to do it with some time pressure. This third one isn't terrible, but I still gotta lock in. Yeah, so to be honest, this third one, once you get here, like you can actually go pretty slow. Still get it. So now that we're past the warp, we actually have a pretty cool part where we're gonna use the wing cap. We're actually not gonna fly with it at all, but we are gonna utilize its like floaty jumps, I guess you could say. Now this section is retriable, so it's not like incredibly punishing, but I don't think that was where I was supposed to go. I'm already kind of effing up the route here. Yeah, I'm just doing completely off the cuff right now. I had a certain set of jumps I wanted to do. Currently not doing that. We'll see if this works out. Maybe it will. This is just completely off the cuff. I don't know about this. I mean, if I fall down, I can just retry it. It's okay. Oh my god! Oh, dude, look how close I was. Damn. All those jumps I just did, totally not what I planned. Like I had a certain plan in my head what to do. Totally just tossed it in the garbage, and I actually still almost got it. So it's not. This isn't that bad, really. And the fact that it's retriable, it's kind of easy. Okay. I got all turned around. I think starting here, it all went downhill. Then I'm supposed to go, yeah, there. Okay. See, this is a little bit more like it so far. Okay. Okay, I had a brain fart there. This is like this run's going much better. I'm like at least 10 seconds ahead. Good shit. It was like 10 seconds ago. He could have made that more difficult. That's definitely I would say that honestly that might be the easiest starving on this level so far. Either this or the first one. Good shit. Alrighty, time for the 6th and final star. And this one's like, you know, not terribly hard. About the same as most of the ones I've done. So since I've done this slide a bunch of times by now, and it's getting a little boring, figured I would talk about like some other Kaizo acts that I want to go for at some point. I kind of talk about like how I'm doing on them and stuff. So I kind of quit, or I'm at least leaving them on hold. Both of the Lost Universe acts, Lost Universe 1.5 and Lost Universe 2. Lost Universe 1.5, I just really don't enjoy that hack. But at the same time, it kind of has like weird. like a weird sentimental value. Okay. I probably really should have shut up on that jump. So yeah, we gotta come this way. It's kind of like a crucial point for a lot of the stars I've noticed. So you may remember this part from the Vanish Star. But now we're gonna come here with no Vanish, and instead we're gonna go on top. So this part is tricky. Let's see here. Nice. Okay. Alright, lock in. Last jump right here. Beautiful, dude. I didn't even have time to talk about Kaizo hacks like I wanted to. Yeah, basically to summarize, I have like Lost Universe 1.5 and Lost Universe 2. I have both of those hacks on hold. At some point, I'd like to pick up, specifically Lost Universe 2. I really like. It's just really challenging. Like, it's even on another plane than something like this hack. I feel like it's just so challenging. And I'm stuck on Bowser 1 Reds. So, but yeah, at some point I want to do those hacks and then there's also SNR looming in the distance, which is somehow even worse than Lost Universe 2, even harder. Alrighty. Well, with that, we just got reds left. Let's go. Alrighty. Time for red coins in this course. And I'll be honest, red coins here, not too bad. In fact, you can argue they're not even the hardest star here. I mean, honestly, they might be, but it's not like a lot of other courses in this game where like reds are just like far out, like in front, like the hardest star, and you have to do like, all paths. It's not like that. It's a pretty fun star, I gotta say. I really enjoyed this level. It's definitely my favorite slide level on ROM hacks. I don't even really like slide levels that much usually. By the way, as you can see, that I found a way to get that red without jumping through it. So Pete the Cheese Master reigns again. This part's a little tricky. Jump here, and then yeah, you gotta get that coin, which it's a little bit difficult to tell like perception-wise like, where it is. So now here we have a couple reds we gotta get like on this part of the slide. So I'm gonna take it nice and slow. Okay, good. And then we just gotta go through here as usual. It's kind of like the main path at this point. Time to get 10 reds in one go. Actually, it might be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand corrected. Okay. Good shit. Alright, so for this red I line up on here. And then I gotta go for these guys. Ground pound. Alright. Nice. I've already collected 22 reds. And I'm only like 2 minutes in. We have a very good reds per minute ratio here. Okay. Alright, maybe hardest part, let's see. Okay. On the home stretch already here. Just gotta lock in. Could die to these coins. Nice. Ground pound. Alright. I don't like that camera. I'm gonna go with this camera. Okay. Let's get lined up here. Alright. Okay. This is like the last jump. Damn. Dude, to keep this good performance going, we got a first try res. Let's freaking go, dude. Well, it's going to be a nice and short episode, and we beat a whole freaking level. Oh, man, that was a really nice course. And it felt good to finally have a breather. You know, this game is, like, really, like, continuously hard, like, throughout. We finally got a breather course. And, judging by like the list star ratings and everything, I think the next one isn't going to be too bad either. So I'm really enjoying this nice break, you know. Man, did I need it. So I think with that, I'm going to end this episode. Next time we'll be taking on AI. We'll be taking on AI itself in the level AI. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Later.